first episode of Growing Young with Christina, myself from Blue Skies Life.
And me, Mimi, from Mimi Cannabis.
We invite you to accompany us on our journey as we embark on new experiences where the sky is not the limit. We will be exploring health and wellness and growing young in full spectrum. From health and beauty, transitions in life, new environments, cannabis, and much, much more. We would love for you to join us in our adventures.
We will be discussing how cannabis legalization has made it accessible and easy to integrate it into our everyday lives, including right here in our own kitchens. In today's episode, Butter Me Up, we will be making canna butter for the first time together here at Blue Skies Life headquarters.
Before we start, we want to note that we are not doctors. However, we are speaking from personal experiences. We are not prescribing.
But we are cannabis educators, and if you do feel the need that you would like to speak to a doctor about starting your cannabis journey, please feel free to reach out to us because we can certainly help you.
So why cook with canna butter? Cannabis, sativa, indica, reefer, weed, pot, herb, ganja, marijuana, or is it medicine? However you want to term it, but for me, cannabis infused with butter is liquid gold to me. I love it because I infuse it with my foods, whether it's savory or sweet, popcorn or otherwise, to help with my pain, ailments, anxiety, you name it. It really does help. I also use it just to chill out or have some fun with a girlfriend, watch a Netflix with some popcorn, as I said, and but also deal with my insomnia. So I always get a good night's sleep with it.
And the potency and the strain is entirely up to you. The flexibility to concoct your own butter is unlimited, and it's a delightful non-inhalation method of using cannabis. However, be sure not to operate equipment or drive your car because remember, cannabis has lots of psychoactive properties. And important to note that the potency of cannabis is stronger when digested, so always use the old adage, go low and slow.
The joy of canna butter is also that it can be used for sweet or savory, whether it's adding cannabis to your cookies, your brownies, or any other baking goods, or simply adding to your pancakes in the morning.
Savory, this can be as easy as on your baked potato or sauces or even your boxed macaroni and cheese. It's a multi-use miracle. Making your own canna butter, you know exactly what you are cooking with. Quite often, commercial edibles contain large amounts of sugars and undesired chemicals.
And it's stigma-free.
Stigma-free.
So let's get buttered up. So what do we need to start? We need the most important ingredient, which is cannabis. We have about 14 grams here. We'll need a tablespoon of lecithin, which you can find at a bulk barn or anywhere like that.
We have the ghee here as well. You can clarify your own butter, but to save a step, and it is a very tedious process clarifying your own butter. So to save yourself a step, you can get ghee pretty much at any grocery store.
And how much do we need?
We're going to be using 4 cups.
Yeah, you can also make it to your own potency. So if you wanted more than 14 grams or less, that is always up to you. I'm just in a good pot, and we have our magic old butter machine here, but you can also make it in a crock pot.
Sure you can. You can also use your crock pot. Just make sure, because it's not as sealed as a magic butter maker, that if you are using a crock pot, it's about 7 hours on low. But make sure you're probably doing it in your shed or your garage because it will definitely stink up the house a little bit.
Well, it depends on, it's all subjective, right?
Right.
Definitely stigma-free, but not odor-free. And don't forget, the magical butter machine does come with this handy dandy rubber gloves just to help you from burning your hands, because it does get quite hot, or an oven mitt that is heat proof or heat resistant. And there's also a strainer that comes with the magical butter machine, but you can make your own at home as well, probably with a cheesecloth, I would say.
Sure, you can get cheesecloth right at the Dollarama or one of the dollar stores and do it yourself, but the magic butter does come with a strainer.
Okay, so let's get cooking.
And while our cannabis is decarboxylating in the oven, I'm going to prepare our 4 cups of ghee, which is clarified butter, ready to be melted and prepared to go into our magic butter maker. The whole premise of this is that anyone can do this, even idiots like you.
I'm not
I'm only kidding.
But I can cook with cannabis.
Okay, so here's one.
Now we're ready to mix it up. We're gonna put all our ingredients together.
Yes, the lecithin, the melted ghee butter, and the decarboxylated cannabis.
Whoa! Do not spill butter. That's a messy thing. Oh yeah, so we're gonna put all these together into the magic butter machine, and we'll make the magic happen. Okay, and I just spilled some butter. There we go. I'm going to
Just pour fast.
Oh,
There you go.
liquid gold in the making. Okay, get it all that goodness out.
Perfect.
It's dribbling. Okay, into the sink. Now we're going to put the tablespoon of lecithin, correct?
Yes.
Now again, you can buy this. I bought this at the bulk barn, and put that in, just like that. And
Then we put in our decarboxylated cannabis.
Havana here. Okay, I have sterilized my hands, so I'm just going to use my hands. This is with your loved ones, so you know, keep it clean and keep your bubble.
Stay in your bubble.
A can of bubble. Okay. And we're almost there. So that looks so beautiful. I want to try to, maybe you can tip that over just like after I get that in, just so you can see maybe a little
So
bit
we've
of
got
that.
our butter, our lecithin, and our cannabis, decarboxylated cannabis in there.
Okay, so we have mixed all our ingredients into this magical butter machine. I'm just going to simply close the lid, very simple. Snap it on so it's secure. And we're going to press the button that's really easy to use here. This is my kind of machine. That's like easy baking. 2 hours on the butter for what temperature, Mindy?
160. We need to set our temperature setting here to 160 and our 2-hour button, and we are ready to go. So while we're waiting for our butter to turn into magic, I wanted to talk to you briefly about growing your own cannabis. Everybody is allowed over 19, and if you own your own property, you are allowed to grow your own cannabis plants in Ontario.
Per household, right?
Yeah, four.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, 4 per household, and that's in Ontario because every province, the restrictions are different when it comes to growing. And actually, I was quite thrilled with the harvest that I got this year, growing them in my backyard. And we made butter today out of this cannabis that we grew basically with our own hands. We store them in jars, and we use moisture Bavita packets to make sure that the cannabis stays nice and fresh.
So let's talk about holiday gifting and cannabis. So when you do grow your own, you can do amazing, beautiful, homemade gifts just like this. Put some holiday spirit into it. So it could be just, oh, here we are. The magic butter's in progress. So you can make, magic butter and put this in mason jars, but you can also just, give the gift of cannabis.
And just a reminder that in Ontario, you are allowed to gift up to 30 grams of cannabis. Actually, that is every province in Canada. You're allowed to gift up to 30 grams. So give the gift of cannabis or make some nice butter for your neighbor. I'm sure they'd really appreciate it.
Yes, and as plant medicine, tinctures, lotions, the sky is not the limit really. So anything that you can imagine with your cannabis, whether you buy it at a legal dispensary or you grow your own. It's done!
It's done.
Butter time.
Okay, let's
Can
get
I
that in
pass
the
this
sink.
to you carefully, or I'll just go over. Okay, 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Go.
Okay, very gentle with that. Okay, so let's get butter time. Now, this might be a little hot, so just be careful. Don't get my glove on unless you want to get messy.
Look at the color.
Liquid gold.
Oh my
Here we
goodness,
go,
this
baby.
is nice. Look at how green it is.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna get every little drop out of here because this stuff is gold.
Wow.
Okay, drippy, drip, drip. Okay, so here we go. Now, I'm going to get messy. I'm going to use my phone. Okay. Oh, don't, you might burn yourself. This is very hot.
And
So
what you do,
make sure yeah.
you put the glove on, and what you do is you squeeze to try to get the excess out.
Lots of squeeze.
See the lovely green color that our butter made?
Golden. Lots of can of goodness here.
Lots of can of goodness in this batch.
And it is very hot, so.
And better than our first batch.
Yes, way better. You know, this is the first time we're doing it, I guess, with clarified butter, but it's also, we just have a little bit more.
Yeah, it really does make a difference using the ghee, because the process of clarifying the butter, you can't get it all. This is a guaranteed, and look at how beautiful it comes out.
I'm getting pretty much almost every drop. So I'm going to carefully put this over into the sink. Might still be a bit warm. And get off my lovely love glove.
And look at our beautiful cannabis butter.
So now we're going to get pouring. Okay. So this is our beautiful end result, our green can of butter, liquid gold. And we're about to just get this ready to put into jars or butter patties or however you'd like to store it. So here we go. It might get messy. I don't know. I don't like wasting any little bit of this. Look at Mimi the pro here, and I'm like, oh. These are going to be absolutely delicious on my Sunday morning pancakes.
And I can't wait to make a big old pot of popcorn.
Yes, popcorn. We're going to do pajama night here, right?
Yeah.
Blue skies, life with Christina, and Mimi Cannabis will be having some pajama time. What Netflix do you think we should watch? What series is out? I don't know. I've watched Queen's Gambit.
Have you watched that?
I did. It's amazing.
Is it good? I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so look at that. That looks gorgeous.
Look at it.
And what's so great about these little servings is that you can, pop them out after they solidify, put them in the fridge. And, oh, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's for you.
Perfect gift for Kathleen, doing all the hard work behind the scenes at Why Not. And there's probably better ladles than this. This is just what I had happen.
But you know what? This is not messy. This is a good way to do it.
Speak for yourself. I've got like lots of mess going on here.
That's okay.
Finger looking good maybe later. What else can we do with popcorn? But there's so many things you could do with this. Like seriously, baked potato.
I'll probably take my jar and make a small batch of cookies with mine.
Yeah, holiday cooking time. I think we're going to do another series or another episode here with some baking. It could be holiday or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Unlimited possibilities here.
We have lots of surprises coming up on our show. You're not going to believe some of the guests we're going to be having.
So exciting.
So exciting.
Voila.
It's done. And you can store it in nice airtight mason jars to add to your favorite recipe.
Or you have individual patties, serving size. You can put on a baked potato, as I said, your pancakes, popcorn, you name it. I love butter, so I can think of a million applications where I can put these on. So enjoy.